Hello everybody, today we're going to solve a system of linear equation using a matrix. We have 2x plus y equal to 7, x minus 2y equal to 6. Now to solve the system using a matrix, what we need to do is we need to write the augmented matrix for the system first. So let's go ahead and do this. Now each row in the matrix corresponds to one equation in the system, and each entry corresponds to the coefficient of a variable and a constant. So the first equation, we have 2x, the coefficient of x is 2, plus y, the coefficient of y is 1. We have a vertical line that replaces the equal sign. The constant is 7. Now the second equation, we have x, the coefficient of x is 1, and negative 2y, the coefficient of y is negative 2, and the constant equal to 6, so we have 6. So this is the augmented matrix for the system. Now what we need to do, we need to transform this augmented matrix into a matrix in row-echelon form. A row-echelon form consists of ones in the diagonal, and anything under the diagonal we have 0. And this is an example of a matrix in row-echelon form. Here is the diagonal, consists of 1, and under the diagonal we have 0. A, B, C are real numbers. Now what we need to do, we need to transform this augmented matrix into a matrix that looks like this using row operations. So let's do that. We need this to be 1. So what we can do, we can multiply the first row by 1/2 to make this 1, or make it easier if we can interchange row 1 and row 2. So let's do that. Let's interchange row 1 and row 2. Here's the operation R1, R2. That will interchange the two rows. 1, negative 2, 6, 2, 1, 7. Okay, so the first entry in the first row and column is 1, as it should be. Now we need to make this one 0 using the one in the diagonal above it. So if we multiply the first row by negative 2 and then add it to row 2, we get 0. And so that would be our operation. Multiply row 1, R1, by negative 2 plus row 2, and then put the answer in row 2. Or you can, sometimes we use this notation to mean the same thing. Multiply this row by negative 2, add it to row 2, put the answer here. So negative 2 times 1. Negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 2 is 0. Put the answer in row 2. Here's 0. Now I left space here. That's for row 1. Row 1, we're not making any changes in row 1, so we leave it as is. 1, negative 2, 6. Now let's finish the second row. Multiply negative 2 by negative 2, we get 4. 4 plus 1, that will give us 5. Negative 2 times 6 is negative 12. Negative 12 plus 7 is negative 5. So now we have the first column correct. Now what we need to do is we need to make this one 1. Make it into a row echelon form. Now we can multiply the second row by 1/5 to do that. So multiply row 2 by 1/5. Row 1 is not changing, so we leave it as is. You have 1, negative 2, 6. Multiply row 2 by 1/5. 1/5 times 0 is 0. 1/5 times 5 is just 1. 1/5 times negative 5, the 5 canceled, we'd be left with negative 1. Now we were able to transform the augmented matrix into a matrix in row echelon form. So here we have the diagonal 1 and under the diagonal 0. Now what we can do, we can write the corresponding system of equation. So again, remember the first column corresponds to the coefficient of x, the second column corresponds to the coefficient of y, and equal, these are the constants. So we have 1x, or simply x, minus 2y equals to 6. The second row here, we have 0x, so you can ignore that, plus 1y, or just y, 1y or y, equals to negative 1. So now we have a solution for y. Now we need to solve for x. We do that using replacing y with negative 1 in the first equation. So what do we get? We get x minus 2 times y, which is negative 1, equals to 6. So x, negative 2 times negative 1, that's plus 2, equal to 6. Solving for x by subtracting 2 on both sides of the equation, we get x equal 6 minus 2 is 4. So the solution to the system of linear equation would be xy. X is 4, y is negative 1. So this is the system of the solution to the system of linear equation. This is the point of intersection. If you were to graph both equations, 4, 1 would be the point of intersection. I hope you found this video helpful. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.